Okay, so now we're ready for some new techniques, and I have yet another temperature converter program here, and you'll notice this one looks very different from the last one in the last video series because this is not a console application, it's a GUI application, as in a GUI, graphical user interface. And most of the programs that you do for me in this class are going to be this type of application. I just use a console application when demonstrating a quick concept. Now, with that in mind, in the console application, when we wanted to display output to the user, we used text window dot right or text window dot right line. When we wanted to get input from the user, we would say text window dot read. I want you to put all of that out of your mind because you are not, text window refers to the console, meaning that little black window that you're never going to use in your homework programs or exams. The word text window really has no place in your code when you're writing this next program or really your homework program for this week. So when we have a GUI application, we use what we call controls to display output to the user or get input from the user. So here, just to start out, we have our window, of course, and a picture. You know how to do that. This that we see in purple is what we call a label control. Whenever you want to display something to the user, whether it be directions in this case, or maybe some program output after we do the calculation, which is coming up in a minute or so, then we would use a label. Anytime you want to display words to the user or values to the user, you use a label. Now when you want to get input from the user, we use what we call a text box control. And this is a text box control. So we are going to type in the degrees in Celsius. In case you didn't notice, in the last program, which was a temperature converter, we went Fahrenheit to Celsius. We computed the degrees Celsius. This one is going in the opposite direction. So just to mix it up a little, so we'll enter the degrees Celsius and convert to Fahrenheit. So for example, if it's 0 degrees Celsius outside, then it's 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So here we have button controls, and I will click our calculate button. Okay, and then look what happens. We have another label control popping up. So in this program, we have several controls, the window, and then the image. Okay, but really the essential controls in this program are, we have a label here, a label control, we have a text box, we have another label, and then we have 3 button controls. So we'll pick this apart in the videos that follow. So here's our clear button. We can clear it all out for another run, and we can close it up. I'm being presented with a message box. Are you sure you want to quit? Yes or no? And this is pretty easy to do as well. So we'll discuss all of this.